Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
What do we have today?
Post-war supermodel commercial, sir.
Sure, I'm getting older. And I'm the best I've ever been.
Everything wrong with 57-year-old Paulina Porizkova's commercial. Analysis. Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Paulina Porizkova is a class act. Every time we see an interview with her, she seems like a great person. And recently, this commercial pops up, and it's almost a year old, but it's pure gold to break down. So that's what we're gonna do in this video. The link to the full commercial is in the description. We're gonna stop the video a lot and add highlights, so watch the commercial first if you haven't seen it. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do, because we shit.
Mature, advanced, middle-aged. Let's just say it. I am getting older. And what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that, Miss Paulina. Getting older is inevitable. And to be honest, you look amazing at 57 years old. But here it comes.
Older is sexy.
This is where things go wrong, because what you see right here is not real, and you know that.
I would say at around the age of 45, I started noticing that the way I was perceived was slightly different than what I had become used to. And then I would put photos of myself in bikinis. All of a sudden, I started getting the influx of, "Are you a little desperate there, Grandma? How about you cover up and spare us the look of your poor aging body?" I was sort of getting relinquished to the invisible women category.
Let's take it a step further.
And then then you walk out into the world and you realize that that little bit of tension that exists when you walk down the street as a person in your 20s or in your 30s or even in your 40s, there's just like people sort of take you in and there's like an instant little judgment. Guys go, is she hot? Is she not? Girls go, do I want her as a friend? Do I like her handbag? There's a little recognition thing that happens. And that seizes when you start looking 40-ish and 50-ish.
Well, these young women here in this commercial seem to see you very clearly. I wonder why, Miss Paulina.
On Instagram, which is my primary medium, it's all about creating images of, your enchanted life and the amazing stuff you wear and the cosmetics that you beautify yourself with. Because I joined Instagram so late, I had no idea about filters. I had no idea about, how to do things, how to make yourself look better. So I just gave me. And it turns out that not that many people do that. Not that many people are authentically themselves.
Aha! So why would someone do that? Why would a business do that? Why exaggerate this image? Janice.
Exaggerations could be seen as a way of making a product look far better than it really is. However, to have memorable ads and to make a point, companies often do exaggerate. One thing they do to make sure they get around false advertising claims is to push things so far that they're clearly absurd. This way, people get the main idea of the product without thinking it really does what the ad shows.
And what about this part right here, Miss Paulina?
Older is sexy.
But nothing pisses me off as much as this ageism bull stuff. Because why aren't we allowed to be sexy once we pass 50 or 45 for that matter? Who is the judge in our society that determines that I am no longer allowed to be sexy? I'm allowed to be attractive in sort of a asexualized way, I think, or stylish, but sexy and like older woman and sexy is just not accepted. It's not acceptable. And I call bull on that because I'm not down with that. I think I'm sexier now than I've ever have been, and I feel sexier. So there.
What I like about you, Miss Paulina, is that you have all the answers to your questions. So we'll let you answer it.
I do spend quite a lot of time pondering that, because it sort of dawned on me that, in my 20s, I was celebrated for showing up in lingerie. I was getting a lot of money for it and everybody loved me. And in my 50s, I still think I look pretty good in lingerie, but the reaction is reviled.
That's right. This is business. Look at you, almost 40 years ago. You were hired to promote this product. This product has a target audience. We all know that the customer is king, and this customer couldn't take their eyes off of you when you were in your prime. That's why you've made millions, because you are making other people millions of dollars. The moment you cannot do that anymore, you're not considered sexy in the eyes of the customer. Your sexual market value has decreased because of old age, and the market has spoken. It is what it is.
Older is experienced.
Here we go. A young, attractive man is still attracted to you, or at least sees you clearly. What do you have to say about that?
It dawned on me that when you walk down the street, when you're a younger woman, it's like every man passes you and goes, is she fuckable? Now you can most definitely walk down the street without having anybody bounce anything off of you. Like, people will literally just walk into you. And you think, hold on a second.
Aha! Let's take it a step further.
And I was brought up in Sweden, so I have no problem walking over to a guy going, hey, so, what's going on? Hello?
What up, dude?
Yeah, what up? And I can tell you that a good 60% of the time, the guy would stand and talk to me for a little bit, and then a younger woman would pass by and he would take his drink and just go, I have to refresh my drink.
I don't get it.
Miss Paulina genuinely gives off the impression of a great person. However, attraction is not a choice. Men are naturally attracted to younger women, and they are able to get with younger women. That's why women better take notes, because the wall is undefeated. It doesn't matter how great you were looking in the past. Use your looks wisely. Use your prime wisely. And yes, older is experienced, but most people will never be a senior vice president. There are not even 100,000 senior vice presidents in the US. Once again, an exaggerated, unrealistic image in this commercial.
Older is powerful.
Oh my goodness. Miss Paulina, tell them about your Beyond the Edge experience, please.
I can handle pretty basic living. I'm okay with that. I can function without electricity. I can, do the fire cooking and all of that. It was the challenges that were killing me personally. I don't know how my competitors felt, but I do know how they felt. They agreed with me. It's like between sleeping on bamboo poles, and they're not flat, they're like little mounds. Being poured on with rain every single night, having nearly no food, and then having these 4-hour challenges every single day. There was no day of rest. It was just day after day of insane physical challenges. And there I am, a 56-year-old woman with 4 professional male athletes and 3 women that are all 15 or more years younger than I. So I was I felt a little like the odd woman out.
When you get older, you cannot keep up with the young guns. This commercial already starts off on the wrong foot, with the guy doing a water bomb. When you get to a certain age, you will leave the water bombs to the young guns. Women have been eating this false perception for breakfast. These effinists told women that they could have it all, even at old age. But that's not the reality. And Miss Paulina is the perfect example of what happens when a woman hits the wall. A good-looking, attractive woman could not beat the wall and suffers the consequences. YouTube disabled the dislike button, but you can see that this video didn't get a lot of likes because it's fake as F. I can't wait until I can do a breakdown video of the Woman King, because we like to show footage, so we need to be patient. But the woman king also plays with the delusion and gives women, black women in particular, a false sense of reality.
Sure, I'm getting older. And I'm the best I've ever been.
Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.